Have you ever wondered how a rhino's life goes? Well, it can be pretty interesting. Rhinos are large mammals that are native to Africa and Asia. They have thick skin and one or two horns on their nose. After all, they are the most numerous and widespread of the 5 extant species. They are found in both Africa and Asia. As mentioned earlier, they typically live in groups of females and their young. They have a gestation period of 15 to 16 months, which results in a single calf. The newborn rhino is called a neonate and it can weigh up to 70 pounds. For example, a mother rhino will scream if she is separated from her calf. Rhinos are crepuscular, meaning that they are most active at dawn and dusk. If you did, please leave a like and comment below to let me know what you want to see next. See ya! They are able to see well in low light conditions, which makes them less vulnerable to nocturnal predators. Rhinos have excellent hearing, which they use to detect predators and other potential threats. They are also able to smell danger long before it arrives. Rhinos have thick, gray skin that is up to 1 inch thick. This skin is very tough and it protects them from injury and infection. In addition, it helps them regulate their body temperature. Rhinos are large animals and they need a lot of food to survive. They typically eat between 30 and 60 pounds of food each day. Despite their large size, rhinos are surprisingly agile. They are able to run up to 30 miles per hour and they can jump over 5 feet high. They are also good swimmers. Newborn rhinos can walk within an hour of being born and they are able to swim at 2 weeks old. They typically eat grass, leaves, twigs and fruit. Rhinos are often seen eating in groups. This allows them to keep an eye out for predators while they graze. Rhinos are preyed upon by lions, tigers, leopards and crocodiles. In order to defend themselves, they use their horns to jab, kick and gored. They are also able to stomp their feet, which can create a loud noise that startles predators. Some people believe that rhinos can't sweat, but this isn't true. They do sweat, but it's not as much as some other animals. This is because their thick skin helps them regulate their body temperature. Rhinos are social animals and they typically live in groups. The size of the group can vary depending on the species of rhino. Rhinos are polygamous, meaning that males will mate with multiple females. They typically mate during the spring and summer months. Rhino pregnancies last between 15 and 16 months. When a rhino gives birth, she will typically give birth to 1 calf. The calf will stay with its mother for up to 2 years. During this time, the calf will nurse and learn how to survive in the wild. At first, the mother carries her baby on her back so she can protect him from predators. She does this by keeping her back to the little one and moving backwards slowly. Baby rhinos stay with their mothers for up to 2 years, during which time they nurse and learn how to survive in the wild. Once they are old enough, they must leave their mother's group in order to find their own territory. Males will live a more solitary life, while females will join a group of other females and their young. The males are solitary, but this isn't because they're antisocial. The white rhino is the largest of the 5 species of rhino and is native to Africa. It is also the second most numerous, with an estimated population of around 18,000 individuals. White rhinos are named for their wide lips, which are used for grazing. Contrary to popular belief, they aren't actually white. The white rhino is critically endangered, with fewer than 11,000 individuals left in the wild. It is threatened by habitat loss and poaching. The Javan rhino is the smallest of the 5 species of rhino. It is native to Indonesia and is critically endangered, with only around 74 individuals left in the wild. The Sumatran rhino is also critically endangered, with fewer than 80 individuals left in the wild. It is native to the Indonesian islands of Sumatra and Borneo. The Indian rhino is found in the Indian subcontinent and is listed as vulnerable. It has a distinctive single horn on the front of its head. The Dicerherinus sumatrensis, or the hairy rhino, is native to Southeast Asia. It is characterized by the presence of 2 horns and coarse body hair. It is currently classified as near threatened. Male rhinos compete with each other for access to females. And since there's no way to tell who's stronger without fighting, they avoid each other in order to minimize the risk of injury. They are herbivores, and they typically live in groups of females and their young, while the males tend to be solitary. So there's a lot to talk about when it comes to the lives of rhinos. If you enjoy nature documentaries and animal videos, stick around for more updates. The name rhino is derived from the Greek word rhino, which means nose. This refers to the most prominent feature of the rhino, its horn. But it's not actually a horn, although it looks similar to the horns of goats and sheep, which are bony structures covered in keratin. Rhino horns are made entirely of keratin. This is the same substance that makes up your fingernails and hair. Rhino horns grow continuously throughout their lives and can reach up to 5 feet in length. However, they don't just keep growing longer and longer. If they aren't rubbed against something, they will eventually curve back towards the face. When you think of a rhino, you probably imagine a gray rhino. Gray rhinos are herbivores, and they eat almost exclusively grass. They typically graze for several hours each day, consuming up to 30 pounds of grass. In addition to grass, they also eat leaves, twigs, fruit, and bark. Gray rhinos have been known to uproot entire banana plantations. But despite their large size, they aren't very good swimmers. In fact, they prefer to stay on land. When they do swim, it's usually only to cool off or to cross a river or other body of water. Gray rhinos are polygamous, meaning that males mate with multiple females. In addition to the gray rhino, there are 4 other species of rhino. Rhinos are generally quiet animals, but they can make a variety of sounds, including snorts, grunts, and screams. They use these sounds to communicate with each other. Rhinos are herbivores, and they eat a variety of plants. So that's a little bit about how a rhino's life goes. I hope you enjoyed this video.